Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're reviewing chapter 1045 of One Piece. And this week we actually had a color spread with all the Straw Hats doing their own things. It's titled Sea of Liberty at the top, and this is also the 25th anniversary truck project that they're doing. And they'll be putting that picture on a bunch of trucks, maybe it looks like. And so we start off the episode with going to the rooftop. Kaido is telling him, or Luffy is rather responding to Kaido after Kaido told him that he thought he was a goner. Luffy thought he also lost. Did lose, but awakening. Um, Kaido then says that because he's able to make his surroundings rubbery, then it's safe to say that he awakened his paramecia fruit. But that something seems wrong, and that this is more of a mythical type zone fruit. And then he bites down on Luffy. Luffy gets buff and he starts trying to open his mouth, but Kaido swallows Luffy, and Luffy goes into his body and he inflates himself. He uses a Gum Gum balloon to inflate himself, and he's inside of his body. You can see like his legs and his arms and everything, uh, like on Kaido's body in the page after he's zigzagging around in his body. And so it hurts Kaido. Momo and Yamato, they go up to the roof to see uh, what happened and who Kaido is fighting. And then it's pretty funny because one of them mentions it looks like Kaido put on weight. I think it's most likely Yamato. And then she questions, "Is this some form of his?" Kaido then tells him, "How is he doing it? How is he doing this? Because his body is meant to be rubber, but not, or Luffy's body is meant to be rubber, but not his." And then Luffy sees a bright lights, and then his eyes come out of Kaido's, or Luffy's hands come out of Kaido's eyes. I mean, and then Luffy escapes using Gum Gum escape rocket. Luffy starts laughing. He then all the air from Gum Gum balloon comes off. He all the air goes away, and then he uses a move called Gomu Gomu no Jijan, or Giant, uh, or Gigant. And so he turns really, really big. We get to a little more clearly see Luffy's new awakened form, Gear 5th. And this shocks Momo and Yamato. We get to see a really big Luffy. Kaido is kind of like shocked. And then Momo and Yamato are like, "Who is that?" And like Luffy's voice is coming from that thing. They're questioning if it's really him or not. And then Kaido bites down on Luffy, but then Luffy ends up using a new move called Gum Gum Jump Rope, and he jump ropes all the way down. Or it's about to be, he's about to like, I guess like jump rope all the way down. But then Kaido uses his blast breath or boro breath to send him away, and then we see Luffy all burnt. He's far away from Onigashima. Yamato says that he took the blast breath head on, and then we see uh, two panels of Luffy. He's mad. He's burnt, and then he says that this is the last straw. He then starts running super super fast, like on the air, and he leaves a trail of fire behind. I'm guessing that's just like how fast he was running, just for comedic effect. And Luffy's about to use another move while he's winding up his fist, kind of like Donkey Kong and Smash Bros. When you just only press special. And so Kaido here, he uses his Three Worlds Conquest Ragnarok move on Luffy, which makes his head pop out. He hits him downwards, I guess, and Luffy's head ends up popping out in the bottom or in the life floor. and you can see the bump on his head and everything. His eyes are popping out, and his tongue is popping out too. Everyone's eyes are popping out like normally, but then you cut to Law, Kid, Chopper, Nami, and Tama, and their eyes are popping out. They're protruding. It's like the effect that, or the way that he's been like making everybody like that shocked look in the past couple chapters. He then pulls his head up, and then we get to. Oh, Kaido mentions that it's something out of a picture book, and then Luffy says that that stings. Kaido tells him that he put on quite the show, but this is like the end of the rope. He can't beat him. Luffy tells him to shut up, and that he's far from done. But then Luffy starts like he starts his gear fifth seems to be going away. His hair goes from white back to black, and then he looks really tired. He's huffing and puffing. He says that he's beat, and then Kaido says, like, what is he? And then the next panel I feel like is really important because we finally get to see Kaido like really tired, like things are taking a toll on him, and I'm pretty sure, just based on this one like panel alone, this little panel, that he's pretty much done. Like he's, uh, I would say like 2 to 3 more chapters for this Kaido fight. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just one more. But I think it's safe to assume that we have like 2, 3 more chapters left with Kaido versus Luffy. And then Luffy tells him that he's right, that he's about to croak, and that this is taking a lot out of him. Uh, Kaido tells him that he can rest easy and die then, because tales will be told about how he fought this war. And Luffy tells him, "Who cares about that? When you're dead, only your bones stick around." And he laughs. This is it's I like this part because it's also telling us that his awakening is also taking a lot out of him. Uh, because even with Law and Kid, they said that like they can't really use it like that because it takes a lot of energy, and I like that awakening is not just like a thing you could just always rely on because it'll always be like broken. It's just a thing that they can do, um, like when everything else fails, and it's pretty much balanced. Hopefully they use it that way. And then Yamato and Momo are saying that it really was Luffy, and that he was unrecognizable. Where they confirmed that his hair is all and his clothes were all white, and then Momo says that his voice is still fading quickly. Luffy says that he's not done yet, and he does like the gear second stance. He starts saying all the like pretty much like people that sacrificed a bunch of things to, or the people that he's fighting for. Uh, he mentions Momo, Tama, Kinemon, and Pedro, and he's basically transforming as he's saying them. You see his red, or it's manga, so it's black, but his red shirt going back to white, and then in the next panel when he says Pedro, we can see that his hair is back to white, and Kaido laughs, saying that he's really gonna kill himself. And then Luffy states that after all this, do you really think something like death can scare me? And he tells his heartbeat to get loud again. And this is also like the panel after this. Kaido says like, "So be it." I feel like he knows he's beat, and I feel like the last panels where he was saying that he can't beat him, I feel like that was all just talk. He knows he's at like his limit and that he can't go any longer, and I feel like the next chapters is gonna show that, just like it showed it in this chapter. And so Luffy is happy that his heartbeat is doing that sound again, and Kaido hits him with his Kanabo, and then we see a really really funny scene, our panel with Luffy, uh, his head is, I guess, going with the flow of the Kanabo, and we could see the spikes from the Kanabo like coming out like at his head. One of them is on his nose. One of them is on his tongue. It looks really, it looks really creepy, but pretty funny. And he says that it hurts. Yamato is pretty much, she's surprised, and then he hits him down with a Kanabo. He pretty much squishes him, and we see like a really flat Luffy. But the panel before that, he makes the ground rubbery, so he goes down, and then of the he bounces off of the ground. Then Luffy pretty much starts counting down once he goes like on this like rock. He starts counting down all the way down to zero, and then he boosts all the way to Kaido while he's like winding up his fist. And Kaido like questions like what is this white transformation, and that he's coding his attacks with armament haki and conqueror's haki, and that he can influence anything around with his ability, and that he fights with such freedom, and he's never seen anything like that. He then says again that there's no one in this world that's capable of taking him down. And then we see Luffy's fist that he was winding up. This has this has no name. It's just an attack, and we see Luffy pretty much uh, jam his fist, like it went through Kaido's face. We see the Conqueror's Haki lightning. Um, Yamato and Momo are surprised, and then we see like uh, the front of Kaido's face with Luffy's fist and everything, and his arm. It's going through him, but I guess it's just like for comedic effect or something, like cartoonish. Um, we see that Luffy pretty much his fist retracted already. Kaido's eyes have gone white. He's knocked down. Luffy's just in the air after hitting him. Then he says that he's having the time of his life. He says his name. Now, this chapter, it was really good. It was a really good chapter. I liked it. It to me, in my honest opinion, it was a good like Luffy versus Kaido chapter, but I feel like there was like better Kaido versus Luffy versus Kaido chapters, but only because like they had like I don't know, it was different. I am a fan of this like uh comedic type of fight, but like the other I don't know, I just like I did like it was the chapter where it ended off with they were both doing their barrage attacks. I really like that chapter, but this one it's a pretty good chapter. Kaido versus Luffy exclusively. Uh, it shows a lot of signs of like to me like um when he hits Luffy with his Kanabo and Luffy bends like the floor. We could see like the panel where he's charging it up. I feel like I don't know. I just get like vibes that like Kaido's really tired, and that he's not gonna last long like at all. He's on his he's running on fumes now. So is Luffy, but I'm pretty sure 1,000% sure Luffy's not gonna go down anymore, and he'll actually finish the fight. Uh, we see Kaido with his white eyes. When he's down, we don't see his Kanabo. Uh, Probably dropped it somewhere or something. Uh, it's not sure. It's pretty sure Kaido's gonna be down in a couple episodes, and so my prediction is Kaido is defeated in 2 chapters, 2 to 3 chapters. Um, Luffy will probably like like We'll probably get like a really like nice Clash chapter or something, like as like the final like thing to take Kaido down. We're in the end game now of Wano, and yeah, it's pretty good. I really like the last panel because Luffy is I don't know, his ever since we saw Luffy in Gear Fifth, he looks he looks kind of like kind of weird, but I like the look, especially in this last panel. And so Wano is ending, guys, and this chapter I rated I would say an 8 out of 10. It was a really good chapter though, and I don't know. Every time I see Luffy in Gear Fifth, ever since we saw Gear Fifth, uh, I don't know. It's always brought a smile to my face. Like this guy, I don't know. It's like the story is really rubbing off on me. Him being Joy Boy and bringing laughter to people. It brings a smile to my face, and yeah, this it's kind of weird, but yeah. So yeah, that's I gave the rating for the chapter. So yeah, pretty good chapter, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.